going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are here, you're in the building, please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Please drop a one in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there, y'all. Can y'all hear me out there? Drop your ones if you can hear me. Drop your ones if you can hear me in the building. Okay, I see a couple of ones. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone that's coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. Man, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to all of the visionaries, man. We got another great show lined up for you guys today. Do me a favor, double tap your screens on the way in, double tap your screens on the way in, double tap y'all screens on the way in. If you are here through the vertical feed, smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Also, share the show, share today's show. We're going to get into it today. We have to talk about this. Right? But before we get into it, let me shout you guys out. You shout everyone out. Let me make sure I give my shout outs to everyone. And then we're going to get into it. All right. So let's see who's in the building. And then we're going to get into it. Shout out to my man Mark in the building. Peace, Mark. Shout out to Mark McJoy on the pull up. Shout out to Scorpio Mama in the building. The first lovely lady mod in the building today. Hey, Scorpio. How you doing? Shout out to you. Shout out to the cynical one in the building. The second lovely lady mod that's in the building today. Thank y'all so much. Good to see you, Sin. Good to see you. Shout out to my man, Arta War. What up, Arta War? Salute, fam. Salute. Shout out to my comrade, Mr. Sutton, on the pull-up. Salute, my brother. Salute. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone that's going to come through. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it because, as y'all know, like we spoke about on the last show, Trump is not playing. He's not playing. So we're going to get into, y'all see the title. We're going to get into it. What's behind Black Americans' anti-ICE movement support? Let's get into that. You know, a lot of people, is up here, chasing, storm chasing, trying to get content, just chasing. So now, again, people want to create this racial tension here in America, which I don't think is smart by anyone, right? But I understand a lot of you guys need content. So y'all usually go with what's normal. I get it. But before we get into it, I want to shout out last show supporter, Shout out to Just Jules. I appreciate you, Just Jules, for supporting the student tuition fund. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Just Jules. I appreciate your support. Right? What's up, Miss Gigi? How you doing? Shout out to you, Miss Gigi. But we also, before we get into the main topic, right? We have to get into what's going on with little old Elon. What's going on with Elon? What's going on with Mr. Ketamine? No, what Trump called him? Mediocre Musk. We got to see what's going on with Mr. Mediocre Musk. See, listen, y'all. Listen, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this because, again, I love to see guys of that ilk. I love to see them quarreling, especially when they're petty guys, like these two guys. Petty. I love it. It's a lot more entertaining than this rap stuff. You know, I'm about sick of that shit. You know, outside of the music that I like a little bit, the stuff that come behind it, I don't care about it. I find this to be entertaining. And I think they should have kept this going a little longer. I think they should have kept this going a little longer, y'all. Trump and Elon should have kept this going. Yeah, petty versus petty. They should have kept this going longer, Sin. Because we're going to get into what happened. What up, B Dolo? What's going on? Right? They should have kept this going on because a lot of y'all was agreeing with me when I said that this was a big troll. They was using this to troll us. You know, they also, you know what trolling is for, actually? Trolling, in case a lot of y'all don't know, trolling is to actually trigger you. This is why people troll you. This is why people troll you. It's to trigger you. So if you're not really secure about yourself to a certain extent, you can be easily triggered. You can be easily triggered. And when I was a lot younger, I was easily triggered. You know what's a sign of a person being easily triggered? When they have a temper. When they have temper problems. When they have temper problems. Those are people who can be easily triggered. Those are people that are considered troll food. See, if you can easily be triggered, oh, you're troll food. People will troll you all the time, and they'll just, you'll be making people day. You'll just be making people day. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Salute, Cuzzo. Shout out to Junior Mafia. What's up, Ivan? Ivan says, deport them. What's up, Ivan? Yes, a troll versus a troll. A troll versus a troll. They're basically cut from the same cloth. Exactly. Exactly. I really think they should have kept this going on a lot longer, y'all. For real. Hey, Miss Camille, good to see you, love. Good afternoon. Still yet? We have another lovely lady mod in the building today. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. But look at what happened, y'all. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. Look what it says, y'all. It says Musk, Mr. Mediocre, according to Trump. Musk walks back Trump attacks, deletes posts, and issues apology. He apologized, y'all. Elon apologized. Not only did he apologize, he deleted the posts. So, you know when a person delete a post, right? You know what that actually means? In the real world, when you delete a post, that actually means you took back what you said. So that means you could never say you meant what you said because you didn't mean it. He deleted the post, y'all, and issued an apology. That sounds like somebody who's scared. That don't sound like nobody who's a boss. That sounds like somebody who got chastised behind the scenes. That sounds like somebody who got their card pulled. Trump said, hold on, Mr. Mediocre. Hold on, Mr. Car Maker. Slow your roll, buddy. Slow your roll. Because we'll just snatch all your contracts and we'll stop producing Teslas today, pal. Do you want to be building Teslas in Korea somewhere? Don't play with me. Elon said, okay, Mr. Trump. Okay, Donald. Okay, Donald. He said, okay. He humbled him. As I told y'all, he would if he was to ever get out of line. I told y'all this. What up, the tribe? Salute to you. The tribe says, how can anyone feel bad for these privileged rich men? Exactly. That's why over here, the tribe, we have fun with it. We're going to make sense, but we're going to have some fun with it too. Why not? What up, Bucket? Shout out to my guy, Bucket 88 in the building. Salute, my brother. So look, y'all. All that big money talk, right? All that trillionaire, all that Elon got all that money talk. Look what he did, y'all. Look what he did. He walks back Trump attacks, deletes post, and issues an apology. Wow. Does that sound like somebody who has power? See, y'all gonna put some respect on Trump's name, man. Y'all gonna put some respect on the Trump administration. Y'all gonna stop talking that Democratic BS. Thinking money run the world. No, money runs your world, the world of poverty. Money don't run the real world. Did you see what Trump just did? Huh? He said, hey, Mr. Ketamine, slow down, buddy. Slow down. We'll stop your whole show. We'll take you and your money and kick you out of this goddamn country. Remember, I showed y'all the post. when he said this, he said, Elon, what up, Tigo? Hey, Tigo. Hey, Trump told Elon, Tigo, your ass be so high that you want to go to Mars. How about you take your ass out of our country? he said, you be so high that you can't make rational decisions. You ain't even living up to your money. Mediocre Musk. You run around he run around the White House high on ketamine like he Diddy. He think he could treat the White House like the freak-off mansion. He run around high all day. This nigga said he's so high, he want to go to Mars. Trump said, how about you get your ass out of our country? How about that, Mr. Ketamine? How about you do that? Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he said it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up for you, Tigo. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up for you. Give me 1 second. Shout out to the Tigo show in the building. What up, Raj? Shout out to Raj in the building. Bad Jokes says mediocre Musk and chump Trump. What up, Mike C? He off that K Hunter. Yo, let me see if I can find that again. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on. I just got to go to my email. I'm about to pull it up right now. When he called the mediocre Musk. Told him to take his ass back to his country. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Here we go, Tigo. Look, Trump a beast, y'all. Look at Trump. Trump a beast. Remember, I showed this on the last show, y'all. If y'all was here at the last show, y'all remember. What's up, doing the work? Salute. Shout out to doing the work in the building. Yeah. Look. Donald J. Trump. This was on June 5th. Elon Musk, or mediocre Musk, is constantly high on ketamine. He running around the White House high on ketamine. Always making promises he can't keep. Not to be trusted. He wants to go to Mars. How about you go back to Africa? He said, you want to go to Mars? How about you go back to Africa? How about you take your ass back to Africa, boy, and don't play with me? Don't play with me, little boy. That's what he sunned him. See, he's sunning Elon. Look, this is what happens when you get sunned. Sundula. This is what happens when you're really a sundula. You do this. You walk back everything you said. Look, sundula. Y'all keep talking this money shit. Y'all don't know what power is. Y'all don't know what power is. Look, sundula. Shout out to Ms. L'Oreal in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We got 5 lovely lady mods in the building today, and one of my top lovely lady mods in the building today. Good to see you, Ms. L'Oreal. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Sundula. Let's look at Sundula, Elon Musk. Look at Sundula.
This morning, it looks like Elon Musk is trying to patch things up with President Trump. Earlier this morning, Musk posted on X, "I regret some of my posts about President Trump last week. They went too far." The walkback comes after a very public feud between the two, with Musk slamming Donald Trump's tax bill as a disgusting abomination, and he amplified claims linking Trump to Jeffrey Epstein files, a post he since deleted. Until recently, Musk was one of Donald Trump's closest allies, co-heading a White House task force on government efficiency, or DOGE. But after last week's outburst, Trump said the relationship was over. Now he says he'd have no problem if Musk picked up the phone. Tesla stock jumped more than 2% overseas right after Elon Musk's post.
Sundula. What up, cuzzo? Shout out to Heels in the building. Salute, family. Of course, there you go, doing the work. He's apologizing to save his contracts. And what did we just hear at the end of that? The man said, since he deleted those posts about Trump and he has apologized, Tesla stock jumped up 2%. This is a perfect example of power versus money. This is a perfect example of power versus money. This man apologized. Look how powerful an apology could be. This man apologized, and his stock went up. He apologized to the right person and got more money. So what's key? What's the driving force in this situation? The money or the power? Power is getting him more money. Money don't get you no more power. He thought money got him some power. And what happened? What happened? Go sit down, little ketamine. Go sit down before I embarrass you. Oh, I was in the Epstein files? Oh, you think you big man. Oh, you think because you got some hair on your nuts, you bigger than daddy. Let me show you something, boy. Let me show you something, boy. You just start standing up to piss. Let me show you something, boy. Let me show you something. Now, since he apologized to daddy, because Trump is his daddy, Bad Joke says he is in his files. Yes, he is in his files, but guess what? Guess what's in the file, Bad Jokes? Because we reviewed it on the show. Shout out to the supporter. I can't remember his name. Damn, I keep forgetting his name, but shout out to the brother. He actually emailed me the file, Bad Jokes. And guess what? All of that shit was accusation. That was thrown out. That is shown in the file. We read it right here on the channel, bro. Or sis. We read it right here on the channel. We showed it and we read it. And then Elon's attorney came out and said that that was bullshit. So he actually was trying to flex his muscles. And he got checked. You see? You see? So y'all could stop believing that this man has all this power because he has all this money. Power tells money what to do. Money doesn't tell power what to do. Because power can take your money. Your money can't take my power. See, y'all don't understand this. If I got more, this is why I asked y'all on the last show. Right? What type of person do you think is more dangerous? A person that could pay. Remember, we spoke about this. What up, Blunt Conversation? Remember, I asked y'all that question. Who do y'all think is a much more dangerous person? A person who can have something done to you by paying, or someone who can have something done to you by a word because of who you are? Because some people just don't have to say nothing. They could just find out something happened and it's go. They don't even got to say nothing. Oh, such and such is in trouble. Go. So who do you think is a much more dangerous person? Elon Musk or Donald Trump? L'Oreal says, by word and a snap of a finger. The silent power. See that? The one who don't have to pay, that had nothing happen to you, that's the one you need to worry about. See, because, and I'm not going to go into details, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand the power of word. This is why they say in the beginning it was the word. And the word was with God, and the word was God. This is why words are so powerful. This is why words create spells. Words. There's even words on your money that you worship so much. The word is much more powerful, especially who the words are coming from. This is why Elon had to go sit down somewhere, because he'll wake up tomorrow like Diddy. Play with Donald Trump if you want to. He'll wake up tomorrow like Diddy. No money. Right? Come on, StreamYard. Come on now. We getting into it. Right? Diddy's gonna spend his life's fortune trying to get out of jail. He's cooked. See? And all they gotta do is cancel contracts like they did with Diddy. This is why Elon said, let me chill. Let me chill. Mr. Sutton says it depends on the situation, because most of the time, money is what corrupts power. It's true. It's true. What up, NICU grad? Good afternoon. Is it the money that corrupts power, though, bro? Let's examine that for a minute. Is it the money that really corrupts the power? Or is the money the tool? Because usually when someone is uprooted of their power, it's because somebody want their power. You see what I mean? Now, they can use the money as the weapon to dethrone that power. So yes, money does corrupt power. It can. Money is used to do that. But it is usually intended for somebody else to then take over and reign with that same power. See what I mean? It's really for that reason. So somebody can now reign with that power. Not just with the money, they want the power. So they'll use the money to dethrone that power so now they can be in power. Telling you, power is what most people, don't really understand. Yes, ego, ego, ego. Hey, Kizzy, how you doing? Diddy would be doing these things regardless of money. I think he wouldn't have been able to get away with it as long as if he didn't have the money. But let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this. What up, Auntie? I appreciate you being a member for 26 months. Auntie says ICE protest equals Antifa resurfacing. I saw the same phony outrage and looting during the BLM riots. Yup. And we're going to get into that, Aunt. We're going to get into that. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you. We just got a couple of subtopics before we get into the main topic. But it all ties into today's show. Y'all know how we do. So make sure y'all double tap y'all screens. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in. Check this out, y'all. Because remember, I told y'all this is a war on what? Organized crime. We saw Trump say it yesterday. He said, we're about law and order. Law and order. And on the last show, we broke down the last series, the last seasons of the last Law and Order, which was actually called Organized Crime. Y'all can look it up. Where basically Stabler was running the whole thing. He was running the whole team. And each episode and each season is about different forms of organized crime. The same thing that our country is protecting us from, because we've been victims of it for a long time. And remember, I told y'all that these criminal syndicates, these organized criminal organizations, they don't just operate by violence. They operate on many different levels. A lot of them even work in the government and have corrupted the government. This is why you're seeing a lot of things and a lot of people being arrested and being kicked out of government positions as well. Remember last week, we spoke on the $66 million EBT food stamp scam. And what did we find out about that food stamp scam? That the head of it worked for the USDA. Worked for the goddamn USDA. And this person who worked for the USDA was authorizing unauthorized stores to have EBT. They made $66 million right up under the government's nose in food stamps, y'all. Or food stamps. And y'all wondering why all this stuff is changing. Because a lot of the things y'all been saying about the government for a long time actually is true. There are a lot of crooks in the government. There has. And guess what? Guess what we found out? Guess what we found out? A lot of them work with who? They work with who? Immigrants. They work with immigrants. They have the immigrants doing the dirty work. They do the business with the immigrants. Why you think all them stores in New York been getting raided? They're not just raiding them stores for selling weed, y'all. They're raiding the stores to find the box. Not the black box. I know some of y'all that's listening, y'all probably scammers or, ex-scammers. Shout out to y'all, right? Shout out to Kai Reality. Change, man. Shout out to Kai, right? So he know about the black box. But we not talking about the black box. We talking about that food stamp machine. Do y'all know that some of the weed spots in New York was selling? They take EBT. Am I lying? Scorpio laughing. She know I ain't lying. If you from New York and you in a building, tell me I'm lying. Don't some of y'all weed spots take food stamps? They got a box. They got a food stamp machine. That's why them stores were getting raided too. Mr. No One says still are a lot of crooks in the government. Yep. And guess what the Trump administration is trained to do? Get them out of there. The Trump administration is designed to get them out of there. The Department of Government Efficiency. Doge. Get them out of there. Cleanup session. So if you wonder why you see feds in your neighborhood, the feds ain't around just looking for drugs and all. No, they already know where all that's at. They actually riding around the hood trying to catch Aki. Who would ever thought Aki was on a criminal watch list, y'all? Don't look at me, DS1. Oh, you in NC? Okay, my bad. Gambling machines in the back of the nail salons and Chinese buffets. And talk, and this is why this shit getting raided. This is real stuff, y'all. Look, let me show y'all. They dealing with immigrants. This is why law and order. Trump putting this shit on lock. Look where this happened at. In the Bronx. In the Bronx. Didn't I tell y'all? In the Bronx. In the Bronx. Look, y'all. In the Bronx. FBI arrests Nigerian. You think she an American citizen? If she was an American citizen, they would have called her Nigerian American or African American. Why did they call her Nigerian? Why did they call her a Nigerian? Because she's a foreigner, because she don't belong here. And guess what she was doing here, guys? She was a goddamn tech queen and a multi-million-dollar U.S. government, not Castle Hill Projects, not Gun Hill, not Southern Boulevard, where she was getting the hood rich, and they just don't want black people with money. Shut up. U.S. government fraud case. They called her the Nigerian tech queen. Y'all think this shit is a game? Y'all think Trump is doing this? Oh, Trump just hates people. He's just an asshole. No, these people gotta go. Right. She ain't in Castle Hill, L'Oreal. She don't know Remy Ma. She don't know Fat Joe. What up, Double C? It's been a minute, my brother. Salute to you, man. He said they're doing the same in Massachusetts. Oh, they ICE raids? ICE raids? Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. I know they going all through Massachusetts because there's a lot of immigrants in Massachusetts. They be hiding. Just like that's why they swept Connecticut. A lot of them cartels, they be hiding in them little places. Massachusetts, Connecticut. They be hiding in the cuts where black people don't want to be because there ain't nothing to do out there. That's where the cartel's at. That's where them niggas with that fentanyl at. Scranton. They'll be somewhere in like Scranton. You won't even think they there. Whole operation, y'all. Kizzy says that's why you need all that army. The rest of the globe has smart citizens. Agreed. I agree. It's a good point. The citizens are a lot smarter. So it makes it easier on the government. Nigerians, stay on that shit, fam. They sell you a bridge in Brooklyn and promise to deliver it in the Bronx. Bro, they call her the tech queen. Look, the Nigerian tech queen, multi-million-dollar fraud case. We was just talking about food stamps. Now we talking about tech. Look, foreigners. A Nigerian software developer who branded herself as a tech industry rising star is now facing up to 20 years in federal prison for her alleged role in a sprawling cybercrime. Shout out to Elon. See why they're using Elon? Shout out to Elon. In sprawling cybercrime operation that siphoned millions of dollars from U.S. government accounts. These people are tapping U.S. government accounts. Foreigners. What the hell Do we know how to tap into government accounts? We Americans. What's up, DJ Digital? This African woman, this African girl is tapping into government accounts, stealing money. She gotta go. What? Why does she still need to be here? Bro says on Roosevelt Avenue in Queens, ICE basically lives there. Damn. Oh, you an expat? No doubt. But why does she need to be here? Why does people like this need to be in America? You need to get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Look, she's 28 years old, y'all. Widely known online. Look how they caught her. Goofy. Online. That's how they caught her. Remember we spoke about the cyber pandemic that we might have. You see why we might have a cyber pandemic? You see why we might have a global cyber shutdown? Because this is what people doing online, y'all. Stealing. Widely known as a self-proclaimed tech queen, was arrested by FBI agents in the Bronx in April 2025. According to court documents, she stands accused of designing fake U.S. government websites, to fish for login credentials, which were then used to reroute public funds into accounts controlled by a transactional fraud ring. Organized crime, organized crime, organized crime being ran in America by foreigners. Do y'all know if Americans was to go to other countries and do this, we might be executed. Do y'all know this? Do you know that? If we went to another country and tried to bankrupt the country, they might chop our heads off. And I'm seeing Black Americans. I'm seeing Black Americans. Oh, why Trump doing that? That's bad. He racist. We need to unite with our Latino brothers and sisters. Nigga, you ain't cool with your real sister. You not aligned with your own people. See, this is the problem with Black Americans. Y'all running around here on this anti-ICE movement like any of these other groups of people give a goddamn about you. You think they care about your black ass? Huh? Any other time you're a Moreno. Now all of a sudden, bro, help me, bro. I'm not stupid. Y'all the ones that keep falling for that shit. You don't notice we become everybody brother and sister when they in dire straits? You don't notice that? Now, all you niggas know how to speak English now, right? Bro. Now you got Mexicans in LA. Bro. Nigga, I couldn't come to your neighborhood and buy a taco. Oh, now the Serenos hang with the Crips. Oh, now we won. But in the California prison system, you can't even talk to them unless it's sanctioned. But now the government is ready to kick Theo and Thea out of the goddamn country because they've been sitting here sending money back home, getting houses built back home while niggas still live in the projects for 40 years. You want to help them? You Black Americans kill me. You want to help them when these people been in this country illegally, sending money back home, getting houses built. Nigga, you couldn't even build your mama a house. What is wrong with Black people doing for self? What's wrong with Black Americans doing that? That was never a crime. It was never a crime for Black people to love and to do for blacks. That was never a crime, y'all. That was never a crime. And all the niggas who's telling you that that was a crime, they never did shit for black people. And if they did, they probably sold them some crack, gave them a crack pack, or tried to sell them some crack. Booty hole. To all the niggas that talk that dumb shit. Oh, they did try to stop us. Nigga, what they ever try to stop you from doing? Huh? What you talking about? Ain't nobody try to stop you from doing nothing for your people. You a lying ass nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. You a liar. But I bet you if you get a brick for sale, you bring your black ass over here and try to sell me some. But you ain't got no land to sell me. But you got some crack for me, don't you, nigga? You got a t-shirt to sell me, right, nigga? You got a weed tray to sell me. You got some weed to sell me. You got a perk to sell me. You got some lies to sell me. But you niggas want to keep it real with the Mexicans in LA. Oh, y'all need to stop this. This ain't got nothing to do with black folk. Why black folk don't know how to mind their goddamn business? What happened to black people listening to their elders? Who remembers when you'll be walking down the street, right? You be with one of your grandparents and you see something, you be like, oh, look at that. Mind your goddamn business. Who remember that growing up? See, black people forgot that. Black Americans, we forgot the foundation. We so caught up in uprooting shit, we ain't rooted in nothing. What happened to minding your business? Remember grandma used to tell you that? Mind your business, boy. Them people having their own comment. Get out them people's face. Who remember that? Get out them people's face. Mind your business. Mind your business. Stop speaking on what they got going on. You don't know them people. What happened to black folk, black Americans doing that? You know what? When we actually was doing that, that's when we actually was getting some shit done as a people. When we was just minding our business and doing what we need to do for us. What makes y'all think, what make black Americans think that they got to go team up with somebody to have some power when everybody want to team up with you? Yo, bro. Now all the Mexicans speak English now. Hey, Queena. Shout out to Miss Queena in the building. We got what? 6 lovely lady mods in here today. Good to see y'all ladies. Shout out to y'all. Too busy looking at other people's stuff. What happened to them days, Queena? Huh? This the perfect time to go back to that. Perfect time. Mind your business. This shit ain't got nothing to do with black folk, but guess what black people doing? We so goddamn bored and always scrolling up and down our phones and don't have no real business to tend to that we want to join a goddamn riot. We always want to be a part of something that we ain't got no business being a part of. You know how you make yourself important? By making yourself important. Don't let that go over your head. You know how you make yourself important? By making yourself important. That's all Black Americans got to do. We don't have to be anti-ICE. We ain't worried about ICE. We Black Americans. Our goddamn birth certificate is right here in America. Our ancestors are right here in America. Okay? If you're Blackfoot Cherokee, you American. You ain't no African. You American. Take the dashiki off, nigga. Dashikis is not American. You are a Blackfoot Indian. Why do you wear dashiki? Huh? That's not your culture. You don't even know who you are. You American. All your roots and all your DNA for your whole gene pool is right here in America. What the hell you talking about? Some hotel? What are you talking about? Hotel. Nigga, you American. I thought you said you was Cherokee Indian. Why you saying hotel? Your people say hotel. Because you always want to be a part of something. See, this is how you know that a lot of our history has been lost. What's up, Damon White? Appreciate you, man. Dwight Dorsey says Choctaw Indian, Tuscaloosa, Mississippi. Come on now. What's up, Young Reyes? Young Reyes says DS1, my ancestry is Persian. Which that makes sense why you practice Islam, Young Reyes. Shout out to Young Reyes. That makes sense why you practice Islam. Because your ancestry is Persian. Persia. That's why you're Islamic. That's the culture of the Persians. Islamic. But you got people from over here talking about they from Kemet. Always want to be a part of something. Why the hell are you helping somebody that's from Mexico? Let's reverse this. What if this was going on in Mexico? Let's say it was an insurrection in Mexico, and a bunch of illegals who are actually American was there. You think that they will be helping us fight their government? Listen to me, Black Americans. Use your brain. Let's spin it around. Do you think the Mexican people would be helping Americans fight their government? L'Oreal says, shit. Sway Houston says they will be helping the police. Exactly. They will be helping their government get us out of their country. But we got a bunch of retards because they living in their own culture over there in California called gangbanging, which is a subculture. They over there in their own world thinking they protecting something. Y'all a bunch of retards. Y'all been gangbanging for so long, y'all are just a bunch of goddamn retards at this point. When I see LA gang members now, you know what I see? Gone. When I hear 4 Extra and all of them, King Pill, he's a bunch of guys. Bunch of retards. Y'all over there helping the same people that's gonna be your enemy in jail. The same people that's going to try to kill you in jail, you trying to help them in the street. What's wrong with Black Americans? Have we been listening to hip hop? Has hip hop made, let me answer my own question. Hip hop has made us retarded. I'm going to say it again. Hip hop has made Black America retarded. Hip hop done made Black Americans think everybody's our friend. Everybody loves Black Americans. We created hip hop. You're retarded. You're retarded. I'm sorry. You are retarded, bro. You're retarded. You retarded, bro. You're losing your cognition. I think you might need to go see Cognify and let them put a chip in your brain to make you think again. Real talk. Real talk. Hip hop that made us retarded. Sway Houston says, "Oh, she's short bus." Hey, hip hop that made us retarded, man. Young Rad says, "I am very empathetic, though." Absolutely. Absolutely, my brother. Hip hop that made us retarded, man. Retarded. How you doing, Linda? Linda McCracken. How you doing? What's up, Mel? Hip hop that made us retarded. Hip hop that made us say, everybody our friend. Okay. So during the BLM marches, and shout out to NT for mentioning that. During the BLM marches, how many Mexicans was out there? Huh? When we was protesting, when George Floyd got his, he got put in a Steiner recliner till he died, right? Where was all the Mexicans? Huh? Can y'all show me the footage of the Mexicans that was marching with us during BLM time? Can someone please tell me? I want to know. I want to know. Where were the Mexicans? Saying that these are our brothers. These are our brothers. Where were the Mexicans? On camera saying that we're their brothers, we're their sisters, like y'all idiots are doing. Showing the American government that you're anti-American. So that makes you what? The T word. So that makes them, so that actually sanctions them to do what? Eradicate you. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't see, y'all must think Donald Trump is Obama. Y'all think Trump just be up there saying shit he not gonna do? He said law and order. You know what that means in layman's terms? Put them down. Make an example. Make an example. You spit, we hit. And that hit ain't a slap. That hit is a hit in your face with that nightstick. Knock his head off. They want to act unruly since they think this is the American way to be a savage. Knock his head off. He don't know how to act. Knock his head off. Knock his head off. Oh, he want to act like this ain't his country. He want to act like a savage immigrant. Knock his head off. We're sanctioning it. Police officers knock their head off this summer. I've been warning y'all. This whole year, I've been warning y'all. We only in June. The past 6 months, I've been warning y'all. I said, watch in the summertime, they're going to be knocking y'all balaclavas off. I'm telling, I told y'all. The police not playing. It's already sanctioned. And they riding around with the FBI. So act like you tough, little homie, and put your hands on an FBI agent. You're going to have wings. Red Bull. It gives you wings. You're going to have wings, little nigga. Get all out your body. Don't touch me. Word to bro. They're going to give your ass wings. Get to doing all that today. Get to doing all that flaring. All that flaring. Don't touch me. Word to bro. Word to bro, they're going to give you some wings, little nigga. Cinco de Mayo. Wings. Wings. Get to doing all that. Ladies, you too. You too. I tried to tell you on the last show, your ass gonna be walking around with the quagmire jaw. Watch how many women they be punching in the mouth this summer. You want to get drunk? Done, and get the mouthing off. Hold that. Quagmire. See, they giving the dudes wings. Red Bull, we give you wings. Have a good day. Go hang out in the rafters. That's where they put niggas at this summer. In the rafters. We gonna hang your jersey up, little homie. We gonna hang your jersey up. Yeah. You retired at 22. Yep. Put his jersey in the rafters. And to all you women who like to get drunk and eat crab legs, they're gonna wire your jaw. And you're not getting a lawsuit, by the way. Quagmire. That's what they call them. They're giving out quagmires to the ladies. You a savage. What? Classy, bougie, ratchet. Quagmire. Wire your jaw. Get the mouthing off. Jumping in their face, telling them what they can't do. Quagmire. Hold that, shorty. And who you suing? You ain't suing nobody. Assault on a police officer. You jumped in my face, mouthing off. Quagmire. I got her out of my face. Quagmire. Yeah, remember y'all thought y'all could do all that and then sue the police? Them days are over. I remember those days when. Those days are over. Ain't no more doing that. You gonna pop a pill, crash out on the cops, and then get a lawsuit. I remember those days when. Them days over. Over. HOVA. It's over. Yeah. Y'all doing all this anti-ICE protesting, and y'all black Americans. Why don't you just go to your ass to work and go home? This ain't got nothing to do with us. But heck, go black Americans. Always got to be in something. Always in something. Why y'all not worrying about y'all jobs? Worrying about them cutting the taxes? Worrying about your bills? You know, worry about shit that regular, functioning, successful people in life worry about. Why are we not worried about that right now? You know, this is the perfect time for black Americans to get our shit together. You do know that, right? This is a great time. You don't see all this shit going on? This is the perfect time. Perfect time. Why do you think so much is being exposed? This is the perfect time for black Americans to get their shit together. We finding out hip hop is bullshit. Bunch of rats and mooks and geppettos and weirdos and escorts. We finding out about that so we can stop saying hip hop is our culture and get back to our real culture, which is inventing things, because that's what black people used to do. Y'all make sure y'all go check my Black History Month series. I did about 5 of them. Go get into the inventors, not the people they told you in school. See, when I did my Black History Month series, I spoke about people that weren't spoken about in school. See, over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we been know about Larry Hoover and what he did for his community. That was a black man who did something for the community. He actually bought buses in Chicago and made people get on a bus and go vote. That's why he was such a dangerous man. This man could control an election. Larry Hoover. Did y'all know that? Go and check my Black History Month series. Yeah. And just in case you didn't know, that those original organizations in Chicago, they were never anti-government. Like a lot of you so-called street niggas think. You think all that shit was, they were never anti-government. They actually wanted to work with the government to help clean up their neighborhoods. They wanted to work with the government, just like the Black Panthers. Why you think they went to school? They wanted to work with the government and get the government contracts. You know, like Big U? That's why his goofy ass in jail, where he should be, you piece of shit. Because he was actually getting government money and he kept gangbanging going on in his neighborhood. David Barksdale and Larry Hoover, they was trying to stop crime. See that? Yeah. And then they brought in the fake niggas who was flexing like they was really with the program and they really were agents for the government. And they were actually committing crime and all of that in the name of the gang. And then they threw it all on David Barksdale and Larry Hoover. That's what happened. But y'all can go and check that out. Y'all can go and check that out. Let's get into it though. Let's get into what's going to happen to your ass if you continue to be anti-government. Let me show y'all what's going to happen. This was done during these protests. This is what's going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to you. Look.
Flags of other countries, but they don't carry the American flag. But they proudly carry the flags of other countries, but they don't carry the American flag. They only burn it. Did you see a lot of the flags being burned? They weren't being burned by people from our country or from people that love our country. People that burn the American flag should go to jail for 1 year. That's what they should be doing. 1 year. And we'll see if we can get that done. We're going to try and get that done. We're working with some of your senators. I know Senator Josh Hawley is very much involved.
Tao nói rồi nghe, đừng có giỡn mặt với tao nghe, đừng có giỡn mặt với tao.
Hold up, y'all. YouTube acting crazy today. This is not even YouTube. My bad. This is StreamYard. Yo, StreamYard, get y'all shit together, man. Get y'all shit together, man. Okay, we back. My bad, y'all. My bad. 1 year. 1 year. Y'all heard that? Y'all still want to keep playing? Y'all still, Black Americans, y'all still want to keep doing shit for attention? Burning American flags? Doing shit for views and keep playing. You're going to go to jail for 1 year. 1 year. Your ass going to jail. Dwight Dorsey says 6 months for Americans. You should be jailed, period. I agree. You should be jailed. Period. You should be jailed. What's up, Kari? How you doing? Good to see you, Kari D. Shout out to Miss Kari in the building. Ant says, that would be unconstitutional to jail people for pissing or burning on a flag. No, it won't. Not anymore. Not anymore. Look, that would be unconstitutional. No, you know what's unconstitutional? Burning a flag should be unconstitutional. Burning the American flag should be unconstitutional. That's what should be unconstitutional, not the punishment. The disrespect should be considered unconstitutional. See, that's what's wrong with American people. We say we got pride for shit, but we don't act like we do. Some of you niggas will kill somebody if they scratch your car. But you ain't got enough American pride to agree with a foreigner who's burning your country's flag to be punished. But you will kill a nigga if he bump your car in the Walmart parking lot. Yo, nigga, watch my car. Watch my car. You see how retarded American people done became? You got more pride in your car than you got in your country. Nigga better not hit your car, but a nigga could burn the American flag. And you know why you got so much pride in your car? Because it's not American. They better not hit that foreign whip. They better not hit that European car that you more proud of than your fucking country. They better not step on them Amiri sneakers. Huh? They better not step on them Christian Louboutin. They better not step on them. They better not step on them. You anti-American ass niggas. That's why y'all getting ran out of here. You ain't got no pride for who you are. You an American. Act like it, nigga. You got more pride like you from somewhere else. You got more pride in your European car and your European clothes because you got a European mindset and you in America. You in America. You in America. Y'all got that much smoke for Trump that y'all are complaining about punishments that he's willing to dish out in protection of us. I'm not understanding this. I'm not understanding this. Why do you have so much love for people who don't have any for you? Do you know that these people don't care that you're American and they don't care about your country? That's why they come here and treat it the way that they do. But you can't take your American ass nowhere and do nothing. Do you know if you take your black ass to Dubai and raise your voice, you'll go to jail. You'll go to jail. But they could come here in America and do anything. But if you go over there and raise your voice, you're going to jail. Do you know in Dubai, you can't even smoke weed? And you better not raise your voice. You'll go to jail. I don't understand you people. You will go to jail for disrespecting somebody in Dubai. Have a little too much to drink and scream at one of them waiters. Your ass to get escorted out by the police. You're going to jail. Yeah, we did the content about it. So don't say I'm capping. I know what I'm talking about. And keep spamming my chat. You're going to get an Uber. Anyone who spams the chat, give them an Uber. But in America, you can, Jocelyn. In America, you could smoke your weed. But hey, Jocelyn, take your ass over to Dubai and have a little too much Don Julio and get the run in your mouth and see where you end up. Since you so anti-American. Take your ass somewhere else and get the mouthing off and see what happened to you. See what happened to you. And see if you could sue somebody. Because you know Americans love to sue. I'm going to sue you. See if you could go somewhere and get away with some shit you do here in America and see if you could sue too. When one of them police officers punch you in your mouth. See if you could sue them. No, you can smoke weed, Jocelyn. Why don't you say it correctly? Weed is not legal. Okay? If you're gonna be funny, at least make the joke be correct. In red states, you can smoke weed. Weed just isn't legal. Okay? Say it the right way. Say it the right way. Smoking weed is not a crime. The possession of weed in certain places is. Stop. Again, if you're going to troll over here, please know what you're talking about. Because just because I'm passionate and I may be exuding emotions, I know what I'm talking about. Okay? This is not the circus. I know I may be cracking jokes and all that. This is not the circus. Okay? Here we go. Let me teach you something. What you're talking about is possession of marijuana. That's what you're talking about. That's illegal. You see? Possession is different than smoking. It's not illegal to smoke weed. It's illegal to possess weed and to possess a certain amount. If you're going to act like you know the law, you got to know what you're talking about because the law is right and exact. So in order for you to be arrested, you have to possess a certain amount of weed. Nobody goes to jail no more for smoking weed. Stop. Stop coming in here making up shit. Please. What state do you live in? I see people smoking weed in front of the police in New York all the time. What you talking about, Jocelyn? What are you talking about? We see that every day on Instagram. Smoking weed right in front of the cops. What are you talking about? And it's legal in New York. You could possess weed too. You just can't possess up to a certain amount. What are you talking about? I don't like for people who's uninformed the type of bunch of shit in my chat room. You about to get blocked. I don't like ill-informed people that like to just keep talking. You don't know what you're talking about. Tell her again, Kari. She just running her mouth because she don't like Trump. Because somebody told her not to like Trump, because somebody told her Trump is racist. Hey, Just Jules, I appreciate you. Hey, shout out to you for sending that Cash App and supporting the student tuition fund. I shouted you out at the beginning of the show, but I'm glad you in the building. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. my dear leader. These people crazy, man. Right. That's a good point too. That's a good point. Because it's legal, does that mean you just do it where and wherever? No. That's a good point. Good point. It's called discretion. I agree with that. I agree with that. Wholeheartedly. But all this anti-American stuff will not benefit you. It will not. Because all you're going to get, all that's going to happen to you is you're going to get thrown in a category that you don't want to get put in. Okay? You don't want to get put in. You're not ready for. You're not built for. Y'all just on the internet talking. Shit, a lot of us ain't built to lose our goddamn jobs. But we acting like we ready to go to war with the American government. You niggas need to go sit down somewhere and go focus on life. I'm talking to Black Americans. Go and focus on life, man. Go and heal and build. Y'all worried about irrelevant shit. Irrelevant shit. Last time I checked, Latinos was ahead of us in the political field. But we got a bunch of Black Americans with all its advocacy for Latinos. But last time I checked, Latinos have more political influence than us. Last time I checked. And last time I checked, LA ain't belong to Black folks any goddamn way. Why y'all fighting for these people place? Oh, so you fighting for them to stay at home because that's their shit. Yeah, that's their shit. Your Black ass is from Alabama somewhere. A lot of them people that migrated to LA, they from the South and from the Midwest. Them people that's out there in LA. Them people that's out there in California. That ain't Black land. So you're going to help these people fight the government for their shit. The Mexican Americans, that's their shit. What's wrong with y'all? Why Black Americans ain't focused on helping each other fight poverty? We run around here. Oh, anti-ICE. Get ICE out of here. What that got to do with your Black ass? We need to go back to them days where Black folks worry about their business and go home. See, that's how America used to be. You go to work, you take care of your family, you mind your business. You believe in the God, whatever God you believe in. You protect your own land, you protect your house, you mind your business. I think, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might be the project syndrome. What up, Club? Shout out to my man Club. Club says also the Black and Brown coalition thing has has long been a lie. Of course, bro. Of course. Shout out the club. Good question, Andrew James. That's a good question. It's a good question. What's up, Francesca? Francesca Manning. How you doing? Shout out to my man Johnny 5. What up, Johnny? What's good? Paula says, I am age 75. Wow. Shout out to you. I didn't know people listen to me that is of that age group. Shout out to you, Paula. Good to see you. I am age 75 and I have never, ever smoked any sort of cigarette. The only time I eat cannabis, the only one time I ate cannabis, I had a bad effect on me, so I would rather not try again. Shout out to you, Paula. I appreciate you sharing that experience. That happens to a lot of people. You know, it'd be too strong, man. You know, the brain and the body can't handle it for some people. What up, Michael? What's up, Michael Tyler? Go to work, love your wife, and take care of your kids. Exactly. What happened to that? Black Americans? Why can't we focus on that? Come on. Y'all need to get out of LA any goddamn way. Y'all not tired of living there? Y'all ain't made no goddamn progress, black people. Y'all ain't made no progress living in LA? What? What progress? What? Let's be real. Just like niggas ain't made no progress living in New York. Because that ain't where you need to be. That ain't where you supposed to be. But we'll learn soon. We'll get it together. We'll get it together. Shout out to Deesky Valley. Appreciate you, Deesky. Deesky says, illegals haven't paid taxes. Their lineage hasn't paid taxes either. They don't deserve a freebie / entitlement programs. They haven't earned it. Exactly, Deesky. Shout out to my brother Deesky Valley. Appreciate that super chat, bro. Facts. At least the people that is here, like the Black Americans, we had something called sweat equity that we put into this goddamn country. So we are entitled to some shit. We are. And guess what? This goddamn Trump administration believes that too, D-Ski. Goddamn Trump administration believes that all Americans, not white Americans, all Americans deserve a better country to live in. That includes us, niggas. That includes us. Oh, no, you don't believe that. Because you think you African. You wear dashikis and unks. Yeah, get your ass out of here. If you from Timbuktu, go ahead and go on back and eat monkey brains. Go ahead. Stop eating French fries. Take your ass back to where you think you from. You from the Euphrates River, right, nigga? Right, smart nigga? Huh? Right, conscious nigga? Your ancestors is from Somalia. Then why you in America? Take your ass to Somalia. The hell you here for? Taking up the goddamn restaurant jobs. All the African men. Now the young boys can't even work and bus tables no more. All the Africans bus tables. We don't want to talk. See, black Americans, we don't like to have real conversations. And we better get used to it because guess what? That's what make your ass American. See, all that sitting around telling fake stories and fake folklore and all that, that's that African shit. That don't come from America. That ain't American. It's time for Black Americans to get on board. This is the perfect time. Everything is wide open for us to get on board. Because guess what, y'all? All we got to do is pledge our allegiance and show our loyalty. See, Black people, see, all you niggas who think it's about money, right? Let's say it's about money right now, right? Because y'all think it's always about money. You could buy in for the low, but you're going to keep buying crack. You could buy in right now for the low. You think it's about money, right? You could buy in right now for the low. For the low ski. For the low ski. Right now. Trump dropping bags on niggas, but you got to help the government. You got to help the government with your business, nigga. Yeah, you could get in for the low. You could get into politics right now for the low. But what you niggas gonna do? Huh? You gonna go buy drip. Because you got a drip. You got a drip. Right? You got a drip. You could buy in right now for the low. For the low, you could buy in right now. But guess what you're going to do? Go buy some drip. And then guess what your dumb ass going to say? Can't nobody tell me what to do with my money. But then worry why the police always on your neck. You dummy. You dummy. Stupid. You use your money to stand out. You know what smart American people do? Use their money to blend in. Let me teach you something, Black Americans. You don't know nothing about warfare. You use your money to blend in. That's what you do. You use your money to be in the mix. That's what you use your money for. We use our money to drip. I gotta be dripping. Yeah, that's why you ain't in the mix, nigga. Because you just a little drip. You ain't in the mix. You ain't in the mix. Yeah, don't let that go over your head. You ain't in the mix. It's politics. Politics, the mix. The mix. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You scared of that world. But you got all this anti-American shit to say. You don't even know how American work. You don't even know how America works. You ain't gonna do that though. But you know Black Americans gonna keep doing? Protesting. What you protesting for? Why y'all got a problem with ICE? Black Americans, why do y'all have a problem with these ICE protests? I mean, why do y'all have a problem with ICE? Why y'all in agreement with these ICE protests? Why? Can you please explain to me why? Why? Where does this benefit us? Is this a part of any of our causes? See? Doing it just to be seen. Thank you. That's why they doing it, L'Oreal. This is why I said hip hop made us retarded. Because now hip hop is all about what? Content. So you got a bunch of people doing retarded shit for content. This is why I said hip hop made us retarded. Because now we do retarded shit like join protests for views. Like you got these dumb niggas running up to stand outside of a courtroom and read a transcript. You see how retarded we are? This is hip hop. Hip hop made Black Americans the dumbest people. These niggas are traveling to a courthouse to stand outside, to go on live, and to read a transcript. You retarded. Hey, Tanja. These people retarded, sis. Like, we really need to examine this way of thinking. You're standing outside of a courthouse, recording yourself, reading a transcript. And you got people watching this as content. These niggas are reading a script saying that this is what's going on in the courtroom, as if they could see it. Oh my God. Oh. This is to show Black America how dumb we done became. That's why they doing it this way. Because they know Black Americans will do anything for a TikTok view. Anything to blow up on TikTok. This is why they doing it this way. Because they know ain't nothing else going on up here. With Black Americans, you're waking up with baby oil on your mind. You're waking up with the Punisher on your mind. Y'all waking up with Cassie on your mind. Young Miami. Y'all waking up with Diddy on your mind. See, this is why they doing it like this. All they think about is Diddy. So they don't need to see him. They saw the nigga for 30 years. They don't need to see him. All they got to do is hear what we saying about him. This is how dumb they are. We done programmed these niggas to be so dumb that we could just say that that's what these people are saying. They don't actually have to see anybody mouth move. You got niggas coming on their YouTube channels. Oh, I saw such and such. Nigga, you saw them walk into a building. You act like you saw them in a courtroom. Nobody has saw anybody in a courtroom yet. Shout out to my brother Corey Love. My brother Corey Love is the only one that I respect that's covering the Diddy trial the way he's covering it. Only one. The rest of y'all look like Mark Laws. Mark Laws. They wake up thinking about Diddy. We can get them to follow anything. One of the biggest enemies, the biggest enemy, the second biggest enemy to Black Americans in Los Angeles are Mexican gang members. And you got Black American gang members protesting with them. See how retarded we are? Next to the LAPD, as a Black American gang member in LA, your biggest enemy is the goddamn Mexicans. And y'all defending them? Yeah, bro, I had to use your word, bro. What's wrong with us, Cameron? What's wrong with us, man? How are we anything anti-American? How? How? Y'all heard what Trump said. Y'all are going to start being jailed for being anti-American. And I don't want to hear shit about it being unconstitutional. You know why? Because if you lived in another country and they did it the same way, you wouldn't be talking about a constitution. You see how spoiled you done got? You done got so spoiled. We're like spoiled kids here in America. We think we could talk shit, right, about the house that somebody built for us to live in, paid all the bills, furnished it, all that shit. And we think we could just talk shit about these people. And nothing's supposed to happen. Because it's just your opinion. But in other countries, they cut people's tongues out their mouth. Hell, you talking about unconstitutional. Try that shit somewhere else. Be anti-government in another country. They'll cut your balls off, nigga. You got a testimony, right? They'll cut your nuts off. Testify now. Testify with no testicles. Since you got all this shit to say. Since you got all this free reign. See what free reign done got us here in this country? Now niggas think it's free reign to disrespect the country. Now it's unconstitutional for you to punish me for disrespecting the Constitution. For being anti-American. Oh, you can't punish me. That's unconstitutional. You got Americans saying this. That means you spoiled. That means you ain't been on your job as a real American. You just doing what you told. You ain't happy to be American. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go somewhere else. All you niggas got to do is go get your passport and leave. That's all you niggas got to do. Y'all talking as if y'all are fighting against something. You're not fighting against nothing. All you are doing is fighting yourself. Goodbye. Bye. 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 And this is the best time. This is the best time. But just remember, don't try to bring your black ass back. Just remember that. Just remember that. Tell him again, Fear Soul. Shout out to my guy, Fear Soul. Shout out to Ebo, man. Shout out to Ebo from the clouds. Salute, Ebo. He says, I can't front, bro. I'm sick of Cali. My wife and I have planted ourselves here till our daughter finishes school. Many of the Mexicans here are the most racist than white people. I deal with it often. Shout out to my brother Ebo. You heard that? They more racist than white folks in a part of California where he at. But y'all anti-ICE? Black Americans? ICE ain't got nothing to do with you. What the? That's a deportation agency. Why are you concerned with that? Oh, because you ain't got no other business to tend to. You ain't focusing on bettering yourself and using the resources of your country and being a better American and furthering your legacy. You ain't focused on that. You focused on some foreigners who they whole neighborhoods and whole legacies operate through organized crime. You care about them. You care about them. Let me ask you black men, you black Americans, something that claim you love America. When the last time some young black American boys cut your grass? Let's talk. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk, because we getting ready to wrap this up. Let's talk. When the last time you saw a group of black American men pull up and do your lawn, nigga? doom, 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 doom. I'm waiting. Shout out to Eric Thomas in the building. Salute, fam. One Love says, I'm sitting this one out and eating. Or your roof. Or your roof. I'm talking about in California. Let me be specific, because some of y'all might be in the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might be in the deep South, like Memphis, Alabama. You gonna find them black handymen. But I'm talking about specifically like California. I'm not talking about if you're in the South. If you're in the South, you're gonna get them. You're gonna get them. Look at country girl Queen said, and she a country girl. It's been a long time, and she a country girl. Because she know out in the country, who out in the country with you, Queena? The Mexicans. Right, Queena? What you can find in them little country towns? Some tacos. Tell them, Queena. Tell them. I know. I know. My girl is a country girl. Small town country girl. And guess what they got? Taqueria. Taqueria. Look what country girl Queen said. Yes, sir. Come on now. That's who out in the country. The Mexican mafia. They'll come to your house and put a roof on it. And sell you some drugs too. See, y'all just don't know that. See, y'all just don't know that. You know those guys that drive them Avalanche pickup trucks? Yeah, he always looks dirty and he comes to Walmart and just buys a bunch of cases of water. Yeah, those guys. That's why you see ice trucks pulling up in Walmart parking lots. What? Yo, y'all think, why y'all think y'all seeing this, man? Why y'all think y'all seeing this? Bands got that fire. You know what I'm talking about, Bands. You know what I'm talking about. Eric Thomas says, real talk, they don't even want us around. Mexicans talk about blacks, but don't want to defend them. Come on, man. Come on. We know that. We know that. Lots of water. What you think that's for? Cuffy cushy. What you think that's for? Come on now. Why do y'all think y'all seeing ICE agents in Walmart parking lots? Why do you think you've been seeing this, L'Oreal? Because they know that's where they go shop. They shop at Walmart. They shop at TJ Maxx. They shop at Target. They shop at JC Penney's. They shop at JC Penney's. They shop at Family Dollar. Dollar General. Y'all better wake up, because it's going down out here. Even in your small country town, ICE might run through that joint one day. Y'all better be careful out here. ICE might run through your small town one day and rile up about 200 people. You wondering why? Yeah. Mexican mafia. Fentanyl boys. Fetty boys. Thank you, Francesca. I really appreciate that $10 super sticker. Shout out to Miss Francesca Manning. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I appreciate you. And Dollar Tree. Tell them again, bands. And Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree. Kari says, ICE be at the gas station too. Because what they like to do at the gas station, Kari, that's where they make sales at. You know, when you from up north, that northeast region, we bust licks in the corner store. See, when you get down south and Midwest and all that, they bust jugs at the gas station and then Walmart parking lot. You go get you a half a brick or some fentanyl. You go meet Jose in the back of Walmart parking lot or at the Pilot gas station. You think y'all think Trump is not playing, y'all? This ain't got nothing to do with race. Black folk, my black Americans, here's my advice to y'all. Sit this one out. Sit down, go play games, go watch Casanat, go be a gamer, mind your business. Sit this one out. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Go sit down. Let them deal with them people. Because you don't want to deal with Tom Homan and them boys. Tom Homan and them boys ain't nothing to play with. Tom Homan and the Border Patrol and Homeland Security, them boys is not playing. They're not playing. Kash Patel and the FBI, he's not playing. Y'all saw, I showed the article earlier in the show. The Nigerian tech queen from the Bronx, 28 years old. Stealing from the government, 28 years old in the Bronx. Nigerian. Get out of here. You not Tim's. You not Tim's. Get your ass out of our country. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Shout out to you, Perry Davis. I appreciate you. Maisha Stubbs, gas station sale. Exactly. Exactly, Maisha. But shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up today. Salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. We will be back. We will be back. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned, man. I appreciate everyone who hit the super chat today. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. It is very much appreciated. Salute to everyone for coming through. If you're new here, you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Also, get y'all memberships too, y'all. I got a lot of membership only content. It's some old content, but it's some content that y'all are like, man. I will be producing more members only content. I'm gonna start doing members only lives. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all memberships. I'm gonna start doing membership only lives. And I'm gonna get back on my pre-records too. I'm gonna get back on my pre-records, start giving y'all some more pre-record content. Because as y'all know, I'm definitely still in school. This semester, I have 2 classes. It's a little tough, and I'm juggling other things, as y'all know. So it's definitely a little tough, especially with, the timing and stuff like that. So this is why sometimes y'all might, we might take off a day or 2 of streaming, It just depends, y'all. It depends on the class. It depends on the workload. Depends on a lot, y'all. And it depends on how I'm feeling too. Because y'all know I'm not gonna come up here and give y'all no half, I'm not gonna give y'all no cook up, So shout out to y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Thank you so much, Ms. L'Oreal. I appreciate it. If you would like to support the student tuition fund, and shout out to everyone who supported the student tuition fund. Thank y'all so much. It is very much appreciated. I will shout you out on the next show if you have, but make sure you put the initials ST in the memo or the note box. Okay? If you would like to donate to the student tuition fund, please make sure you put the initials ST in the memo box. Salute to everyone. Shout out to my lovely lady mods for coming through today. Thank y'all ladies so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all always coming through and holding it down for a brother, making sure everything going well in the Chizat. Thank y'all ladies so much. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Shout out to all the visionaries, of course, man. And shout out to all the new supporters. Shout out to all the new supporters. Don't hesitate to come back. We are new support friendly over here. All right. So get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. We will be back tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. DS1 Ross, Keep Stay Sleep TV. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.